Hello and welcome to this video of ours. I'm Robin, technical artist at the station, and with me I have
Sofie, and I'm the art director at the station, and for the project Islanders New Shores.
Yeah, and today we were gonna play through the demo, talk a bit about the game, and hopefully answer some of the questions that the community has. Yeah, so let's just start playing, I guess.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure at all. Why is the control not working though? We're not in the game.
You wanna try again?
Yeah, sure. Let's start over.
Yes.
Hello, welcome to our video of us playing the Islanders New Shore. Damn
Demo.
it. Damn it.
Damn it, the demo.
Damn it.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Reset. Clap. Hi and welcome to our new video. No, it's not a new video, it's a new game.
This is not a YouTube channel. Welcome back, guys, to our new video of Islanders New Shores. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
So cringe. Hi, I'm Sofie, the art director at the station.
Yeah, and I am Robin. I am the technical artist at the station. And today we're gonna play through Islanders New Shores, the demo that's out on Steam. And hopefully we can answer some of the community's questions and, just showcase the demo.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure at all. Let's start a new game. Hopefully a better starting island than that one.
You're quite picky with the starting island as well.
I get the same one, but that's fine.
Okay, hard mode.
Yeah, for sure. This is one of the biomes we have. This one is called Tropical.
We have quite a few biomes that you will recognize from the first game, with an addition here and there.
Yeah.
Many people greatly enjoy this biome specifically because we get those pretty tropical turquoise waters.
Yeah. The artists at the office will definitely pick this one whenever they showcase anything in the game.
Whoops. I see you're starting with the seaweed farm and a brewery.
Yeah, it's always a safe start. It feels like you can always get a decent amount of score out of especially the seaweed farm. Each individual farm piece is quite good.
Yeah, and compared to the first game, we've remade the seaweed tiles so that they're hexagonal instead of the rectangular ones, because we wanted to make it more of a puzzle element in this version.
Yeah, precisely. We both played the first game and liked it a lot, but the big thing that we liked a lot is the Tetris aspect of just getting the pieces to fit together, and that is very apparent with the city pack with these buildings where you have very familiar shapes.
Yeah, and we've added a few specific Tetris pieces actually.
Yeah,
like little ladders.
The worst ones, in other words. The ones that are always hard to fit in.
Yeah, but you gotta have a challenge, don't ya?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're always gonna get the ones you don't want.
Yeah, of course. That's just how it goes whenever you're doing puzzle games where high score is the thing.
Yeah. Oh, you got those cool little lanterns there.
Yeah, we added a nice little effect to showcase when you finish an island and when you can progress, but of course we're gonna stay on the island as long as possible so we can get a decent high score.
Yeah, because the demo is limited to 3 islands, and if you wanna hit the high score, you gotta max it out.
Yep, you really have to pay attention to each and every single placement. And we've had quite the rivalries at the office.
You're currently at the top.
I am.
Do you feel threatened?
Not really.
No, I know.
Well, I know a few of you got a strategy that I do not implement that is super strong.
Yeah, normally what you want to do is go for the city build quite quickly to be able to build those combos that you do with the city pieces. Because building mansions and houses that score towards the city center is always a good strategy. And you also employ a strategy to get as many points as possible from the fountain, if you can, on the first level. But we found that one strategy that could also work, depending on which island you're playing at, is the late city strategy, which means that you only pick industry buildings to begin with instead of using your whole building pool for city buildings, because while the industry building might not generate a lot of points initially, if you start building combos with them, they can become quite strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mostly stick to the city aspect, because the fountain will score quite strongly against city buildings, especially the mansions and parks.
Yeah. Sure.
I never find any use for these mills in the demo, or rather I can't get them to really score any.
No, those are more long term.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and they've also been remade compared to the first game, in the sense that as long as you make sure all the fields are connected, you're gonna build a higher score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger chunk, bigger number, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the first island.
You're out of luck, you have to travel on.
I sure do. With draw 5 still available, which isn't the best, but it's better than nothing. And here we have the new scoring system. So you get bonuses based on how well you played. One of the big ones in the demo is the undo.
Yes.
You lose 50 points if you do one undo. You can get 150 total.
Yes. So now you get to pick between which island to go to, which is also different from the first game, because we wanted to add a few layers of strategy to this game. It's still the same Zen-like experience, but having a measure of choice is always very nice for the player. So here you get to pick between biome or island property, as well as which expansion pack you get. So here is a fortune teller or the terrace.
Yeah, so if we pick fortune teller, we will have that building available through, well, the rest of the game. Already it can show up.
Yeah.
But when you pick the island, it will always be guaranteed as your first building.
Yeah.
Which we will see here.
And you pick
shortly.
the terrace.
Yeah, the terrace is definitely one of my favorite buildings. Just because you can make some incredible structures with it.
As you will see, you will probably wait to place it, because depending on how you place it or what you combo it with, you're gonna get a better score for it.
Yeah. Well, I mostly go for early placement with it, because I can make the mansion score quite highly with it.
Yeah. And if you want more info on a particular building, you can expand the tooltip. So that's the right stick button. So if you push it, here we can see which different buildings it gets positive score or negative score from, just like in the first game. We've also implemented a icon tooltip that you can enable in the settings. So
we can showcase that.
Yeah, exactly. If you're more of a visual person, that's possible.
That is
tooltip style icon.
Yeah, this is the one I use mostly.
The same.
It's much easier to recognize the icon.
Yeah, it's lazy mode.
Yeah, basically. I don't like reading.
I don't like reading.
Oh yeah, the seaweed farms, when you're placing them, I always try to get a good placement where I can get another harvester in.
Oh yeah. Because that almost doubles the amount of points you get. And if you can get a third, three times the amount of points.
And if you wait really long, you can get a really nice placement score on it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to hold on to that one for a bit longer, I think.
This is also a slightly updated building. This is the sand pit. That was before, it was just a score like everything else in the game. But this one has like a radius in front of it, so it harvests sand in front of it, so you kind of need to consider where you place it to get the maximum amount of points for it.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go for the turrets already.
Oh, yeah, as you can see, you can place buildings inside / under the terrace.
Yeah.
And this is a very, very good strategy specifically for mansions.
Yeah, mansions is extremely good paired with this. The synergies are incredible, because later on, if we get a fountain, we'll place it right here and get everything around it.
Smart, because the score bubble extends below, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's usually how I get my high scores.
That explains why you picked the terrace.
Yes.
Because normally I would go, the terrace, I could get like a 1 score, which isn't all that high. Fortune teller has potential, but, you always try to measure pros and cons. But I see why you picked it.
Oh, and now we get our first boon, which is new.
Yeah. So boons are basically one-time power-ups that you get after you progress. So in the island score wheel on the bottom right, we have tiny boon pips. And every time you reach one of those, you get a boon. So now you get to pick, just like you pick packs, a boon pack.
Yeah, I'll take Neighborly, which is incredible.
Neighborly enables you to place 2 buildings of the same kind, which would normally score negative, next to each other. So you can see a little heart emoji or symbol.
Yeah, so if we remove it, we would score -20.
Yeah.
But with the Neighborly, it's not only 20 plus, but we will probably be able to reach both city centers with a mansion, which is quite a lot of score.
Yeah.
The damn sand pits.
Not your favorite building.
No, not when I have this little sand to play with. Oh, Lighthouse. Another great building.
Yeah, so in this game we're introducing a few new buildings in the basic pack, but also with tiny expansion packs that you unlock after you progress to the next level. So the Lighthouse is in the new base pack, and it scores, as you can see, with rays, and it watches for how much water it can basically see or hit with those rays.
Yeah, either hits air or hits water, basically.
Yeah.
Lighthouse is definitely one of my favorites, just because of the visuals on the alternative version.
Yeah, and that's also something we've introduced to give the players a bit of a reward. Is if when you hit level 5, 10, 15, and 20, you're gonna get visual variations of a specific set of buildings as a reward. But we won't be able to see them in the demo since it's only 3 levels.
Unfortunately.
I really love this fantasy palette, actually. It's the blues and the pinks pop very nicely.
Oh yeah, and you created all the palettes.
I did, yeah.
If you want to talk about how you went about choosing them, because there are quite a lot of them.
Yeah, there are a few, more than 20.
Yeah, more than 20.
More than 20. 4 per biome, and basically you had to make sure that they belong in the theme that they're supposed to go in.
Yeah.
As well as stand out in their own unique way. And fantasy theme was definitely one of those where I could just go wild and explore really weird colors. So every time you reach a level or select a level and you pick a theme or a biome, as we call them, a random one of that set will be selected.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite biome? I mean, we're all talking about tropical, but...
Yeah, tropical for sure. I do love hopefully we get to see the lava biome up next.
It is gorgeous.
It very
really
gorgeous.
Is.
But it is menacing, even for a Zen game.
The lava biome?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Let's not think about the implications of placing a building right next to the lava.
No.
They're fine inside their buildings.
Yeah. I mean, it also does come with a few gameplay drawbacks. So the lava biome and tundra biome both have a different set of draws in the building pool.
Yeah.
So you need to play those a little bit different. In the first game, I remember the tundra levels to be more difficult because you never got any fields, while in our lava levels you don't actually get anything that harvests from the water.
Yeah.
Like a fisher or seaweed farms. So you have to take that into consideration, but you get different things on those islands that will benefit you in different ways.
But it's a nice challenge. I mean, it feels different.
Yeah.
Which is always important when you make it.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite nice when I finish up around this.
You want to build around it first and then.
Yep.
Yeah. But you've already reached the end of this level because you have a compass down in the right instead of an island.
Precisely.
And you have what is called Draw 5. So Draw 5 is a system we built in to basically not force the player, but encourage the player to move on. So the longer you stay on an island, the lower your draw limit will be, and sometime you're gonna reach Draw 1.
Yeah.
Which means that every score completion, you're only gonna get one building in your draw. So it gets harder and harder to progress. Precisely,
and now we're at 5, so this will steadily decrease as we unlock more packs now.
Yeah.
It will go quite quickly. I think it's -1 for each pack, right? No, almost.
I think it's -1 per rotation. I'm not sure.
Well, it's close to that at least.
Yeah.
Because I think you can be stuck on draw 2 for quite some time before it goes over to 1.
Yeah. But one of the good things about actually staying past draw 5 is that you can still gain more score and you can also gain boons.
Yeah.
So it's a way to harvest score and boons.
Yeah, boons will stay just on the current island, but we have one that will persist.
Yes.
Which is one of the best ones for sure.
The sealed boon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it can really save you.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It has the added benefit of always giving a score as well when you open them.
Yes. So if you're like 1 point away.
Yeah. Saved me many times.
Your puzzling is looking a little bit messy.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you satisfied?
No. I'm usually playing with keyboard and mouse. And
Yeah.
we're playing currently with a gamepad. Much better than it was in the first game. Same with the mouse and keyboard, feels a lot better.
Yeah, because we worked a lot on the game controls as well as the camera to make sure that we got that same very satisfying feeling of being able to really like almost push the buildings up against or into each other to allow a little bit of clipping and have some good snapping. We worked a lot on the snapping
Yeah.
and having the controls feel really, really solid. So even if you're playing on a gamepad, you will have a little bit of assistance from the game to just make sure that everything ends up where you want it to be, so you don't get any weird discrepancies.
Yeah. But I feel like I've overstayed my welcome on this map. It's getting very tight to place buildings now.
And there's a reason why you don't jump over to the other island, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to try to max the score.
Yep.
And specifically you want to try to get as high of a scoring building placements as possible, because we have the score loop multiplier.
Oh yeah,
which
the
is-
bonus system?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that one is probably the most powerful one.
Yeah, that's how you get the big bonus high score or demo high scores, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is. If I was playing foreign high score now on the first level, I would not be satisfied if I didn't score at least 70 points from one building.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, then you're quite set to get a new high score.
Now, can I ask you something? You're our tech artist, and
Yeah.
for the uninitiated out there, what does that exactly mean? What is it that you do on a game like this?
Technical artist is a wide term.
Yeah.
It could be character rigger, it could be shader art, it could be making tools for the artist to use in Maya or Blender and so on. But in my case, it's been a lot of making VFX. It's been the lighting, it's been the shaders. The shaders would be how does the graphics card draw the mesh on the screen. For this game, it's been also stuff like, well, day and night cycle, animations for when you place the buildings. It's been the animations for the UI. I've helped out where possible, basically, which is always fun. You learn new things, and one of the most fun things I did for this game is the filters.
Oh yeah, the photomold filters.
Yeah, they are very nice. I mean, we made some really basic ones like black and white.
Yes. But you need those as well.
Yeah, sepia, old film.
I love that one though.
Yeah,
It almost
it's
makes
nice.
it look a bit dystopian.
Oh yes, the postcard,
Yeah.
greetings from, and then you can have a nice little screenshot of your city. Just a chromatic aberration, which feels like you can't not have it halftone.
But this was fun to make, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, I got into the weeds with this one and had to look up like how does the printer actually put the dots on
Yeah.
on paper, and then we have some out there crazy ones that just color remaps the screen.
Yeah, they were requested by me, I believe.
Yeah, and definitely my favorites. One of my favorites, the Retro Boy Classic, which comes in 2 palettes, so you can get that, well, old console look basically without saying which console specifically, but I'm sure you could guess.
And you can't play in this mode, but you
No.
can show off your levels.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, and we do have a few more settings. We have time of day, camera orbit, camera motion, and we also have a depth of field, which is
Oh yeah,
so nice.
the depth of field is really nice. And time of day, you could set it to be like the perfect golden hour. This is just the best.
Yeah. Look how yummy that is.
Yeah, and it's become a tool for creating trailers and like
Yeah.
marketing material because you have everything basically that you need.
Yeah.
It would be nice with a free flight camera, but that would kind of ruin the, what would you say, the magic behind.
illusion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the illusion would be
Yeah.
definitely ruined.
What? Game developers cheat? What do you mean?
We cheat a lot.
We cheat a lot.
It's just tricks to make everything look pretty. Like there is no sky, there is no clouds casting the shadows. It's all lies.
What do you mean? I see cloud shadows out there. They're
Yeah.
pretty. But it's all magic. And that's why I actually call you the magician.
Yeah,
Yeah, because tech art is magic. To me, it doesn't know how to make it. You're almost there, Robin.
yeah.
You need a... You used a boon. This is perfect.
94. That's not half bad.
That's not half bad.
Did not predict I would have a tavern, so I've not placed things great here.
Yeah, because it likes having access to the brewery and the...
Normal houses.
Yeah, they enjoy.
Oh, the
Tavern.
circus as well now.
Oh!
Now I'm really screwed. Well, that's fine.
They don't like the noise.
No, but that's fine. They will have to be neighbors. Ooh, another terrace. This could have been a really good run if I focused up, but
If I hadn't been here to distract you.
well, yeah,
My bad.
or distracting myself by talking.
Yeah, for sure.
And we got all the way to draw one, so that's not terrible.
And now we're leaving.
Yeah,
What do you wish for now?
would be nice to see a lava biome,
Yeah.
because then we get to see my absolute favorite boon,
Which is...
spirits.
Okay. Let's hope we get one.
Come on. Nope.
No! But we did get the cliff houses.
Yeah, we did. Cliff houses are amazing.
Yes.
It's basically houses that you get to place on, well,
Vertical surfaces.
yeah.
Yeah. And it was one of those that from a design perspective seemed straightforward, and when we tried it from art it was quite difficult to get it right.
Yeah.
But once we got it right, it's so much fun.
I remember when the idea was raised, like, should we have buildings on walls?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, no, that's not a part of Islanders. You can't have buildings on walls, it would never work. And then it's like one of the best buildings and most fun.
It is. You can create the most beautiful, amazing cities, and I also
Yeah.
love the puzzle element where you can like really tightly stack them together. You know what my favorite way is to stack them? It's the thin ruin walls that you have over there, because you can place
Yeah.
them on each side of the wall, so they score towards each other. Because the more you have,
Oh, yes.
the more you score.
It's even nicer when you have like two adjacent, when you have like
Oh, yeah,
where
like
it
a corner?
continues. Yeah,
Yeah.
those ones are incredible as well.
Mm.
But with these walls, you sort of get away with just having that.
Yeah.
Too bad the temple is not a part of the demo, because that is crazy good building with the cliff houses.
Mm-hmm.
I remember me getting the first high score, and one of the designers saw that I had a temple and was like, no, you're playing on the wrong beta branch. It's like, oh, I guess I'll start over then.
Is design always ruining your fun?
Yes.
No, there's so many times that we find ways to exploit, and then we show them to design, and they're like, okay, we were really bad.
Oh, yeah. I had my water platform where you could just make it run away into the distance.
It was a wall platform that you made. Yeah, that was
Cheating, are we?
children are right.
How do you... Oh, yeah. They are thin enough.
They
I was
are
about to
thin.
question it. I was like, well, maybe.
In terms of building a really good high score, what's the most important? Is it pack order, synergies, or boon priorities?
Oh. I think it is building pack priority.
Yeah.
Like, how do you prioritize? And also, what are your synergies that you focus on? For example, I tend to focus on the fountain.
Which is easy to overlook, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, on its own, it doesn't look that powerful. And if I'm really lucky, like we saw on the earlier one, neighborly with city center is incredible. Because you get to stack the benefits of two of them.
For sure.
You're not always that lucky, so sometimes you have to just change your strategies on the fly.
Yeah.
And the boons feels like you're just sort of at the mercy of what you get. So they are
First you
more.
have to gauge.
Yeah, it's very situational
For sure.
how you use them, and I mean, if you're lucky enough to get, like for now, for this run, I got an increased area, which is really good with fountains as well, because you can reach much further.
It expands the score bubble
Yeah,
by a certain percent, which is super powerful. We use it a lot for the temple when that shows up, because just like in the first game, the temple has a minus 70 base score. I think it's a minus 70. And so you need to be really smart with how you place them, and if you can be smart with that and use synergies, and then you're lucky and you get the expand area, you can get such a good high score.
Yep.
You have the record.
I have the record. It's
in the office.
700 plus for one placement, and the score coins that run or fly over to the score wheel goes crazy when you score that high, because they will increase in speed.
Yeah.
So eventually they just go crazy.
It's very satisfying though.
Very satisfying. Which is another thing that I made for this game as well. Very inspired by Crash Bandicoot.
Really? Yeah.
When you pick up the apples. Yeah. That's the one.
I can see that. No.
I'll just make a new city.
Yes. Let's make a new city. One of your main responsibilities in this game was the water.
Yeah.
Which is a big responsibility because there's a lot of it.
Yep. I likened it to the canvas we paint our game on.
Yeah.
It was a big responsibility, and I get the summon spirit.
The wisp.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a big responsibility, and we went through quite a few of iterations.
Yeah.
We looked a lot at, Hanna-Barbera to be one of the references.
Yeah, we did. That was like early on when we decided for the art style which direction should we go with, because the first one is gorgeous, but they use plain like color blocks and not a lot of patterns, and we knew we wanted to make it like a little bit more rich. So we wanted to bring in patterns, and we wanted to bring in almost like a hand-drawn quality where we were able to. And I think for the water, you especially managed to get almost that big, large brush feel that you can see in paintings.
The thunder isn't the best to showcase this, but you get these paint splotches all over.
Yeah.
And also their refraction also is paint brushy.
Yeah.
Which was really fun to make, honestly, but very difficult to get right.
I mean, yeah, this was how many iterations to get it right, but it was worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we will see kind of the same aesthetic appearance in the lava biome if we manage to get one of those.
We'll see.
Hopefully. Oh yeah, I have the shamans now. I can get
Look
them to really score high with the...
You might have a nice score down on the...
in the crevice here?
Yeah, or on the other side, because you have a corner there. Look.
Oh yeah, 46. But I should probably wait a little longer with that one.
Hold up.
Hold your horses. The lumber is not great here, because I didn't get that many trees. Unlucky.
No. Unless you get the verdure expansion, because then you can add more trees.
Yeah. It's a very good one. I don't see a lot of use for it when I play. Mostly because I don't focus on the nature stuff, which is also one of the bonuses between islands, like nature interactions.
Yes.
But I believe it's like half a point bonus per nature interaction. So if I place a lumber mill, it will get half a point
So
per tree.
that's just pennies for you.
Yeah. This is a mess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're thinking right now.
I'm thinking I just want to get more cliff houses, if I'm going to be honest.
There we go. You got one more.
One more. Give me your points. Oh yeah, and the attached spirit, just to explain it,
The wisp.
will give extra points to anything within area. And that includes anything negatively scoring. And then it will jump to that building.
Yeah.
Which is incredible with the city pack.
Yes, because you always tend to stack them close.
Yeah.
It's been really fun exploring like the different boon packs as well, because some of them, when introduced on paper, can seem quite, not all that powerful.
Yeah.
But then when you actually start using them in a creative way, like, oh, I can use it like this, I can use it like that.
Hey, we did it.
We did it. So
Yeah.
you're done, but you're gonna stay a little bit longer for the score.
Yes.
But you're playing on my account, so maybe you don't want to get a big score either way.
We're nowhere near the high score. We are almost a third of the way to the max score right now. Well, the theoretical max currently.
Yeah, but I only envision the players coming in and beating us within a day.
Probably. I mean,
That's usually how it is.
you're more than welcome to try. I would love to see you beat my score, but I don't think that's gonna happen, if I'm gonna be quite honest.
That's the challenge then, everyone.
Yeah.
Beat Robin's score.
Don't write me and tell me. I will see it, trust me. I've been watching the high score like a hawk when the demo is out, so I can beat your score back.
This game has actually been rather problematic for me as a developer to work on, because it's so relaxing and zen that I sometimes find myself wanting to play it during my free time as well.
Yep, same.
which is like, I need to separate my work and my free time. But I just enjoy it.
How many hours do you have in the game now?
230, I think.
Yeah, that's about the same as me then.
Whoops.
And that's not just like, oh, I'm just testing the game because I'm developing it. No, it's like, oh, I spent my Saturday playing the game for hours.
Yep. And we've been competing at the office and
Yeah.
beating high scores and...
Yeah, and towards the end of the development cycle, you tend to do just testing, make sure everything is polished and nothing is messed up or broken.
But this has been flowing really well through the whole production.
Yeah, definitely. It's been surprisingly little things that's been like urgent to fix or game breaking or so on. We've had a few things that basically wasn't our own fault, but that's maybe a story for another time.
Dev diaries.
Yeah, dev diaries for sure. Give me more boons. Sustainable. That's a great one. Any industrial building will basically be happy to be placed next to another one.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's...
Especially when you do the late city gameplay. Then it's just like...
Oh, yeah.
Tuck them close. Get no minus points.
Yeah, sure. Oh, another boon. Last one for this island.
Probably.
Let's go Verger just to show it off. You get to place trees and flowers.
Which can be really useful.
Yeah.
The shaman does score towards the flowers. So if you play it right, you can build shamans that score up to 60, 80 points.
Yeah. Then you have the resort as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which is always good to use some vergers around it before placing it. I think I'm running out of buildings here very soon.
You're leaving open spots.
I know. I'm trying to speedrun getting a circus.
Why?
I want a circus. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. I see what you wanted.
Or rather, I'm running out of good placement space.
Yep.
Because here I have a Sealy warehouse now. That's fine. This is good enough score, I think. I mean, anything above 10 is usually good, quite frankly.
Yeah. You're trying to stack it with some citizens.
Give me some extra score, I need it. Gimme.
Fair.
Yeah, good enough.
Good enough.
Now I get the terrace. You muppet. You can't always have the order you want, but
No.
that's fine.
No.
I don't
It's
really
like
know.
whenever I have to pick an archipelago, they can be real run breakers because I don't know what makes them so hard, but they are.
I think it's a lot. You just don't pick them, and then when
Maybe.
you finally get them, you're like, I don't have a strategy for this.
Could be. You can see double score bubble on this one, which is super cool.
Yeah, just to showcase how much has the area increased when you use the increase area. Oh, the Hermitage, the so-called resort.
Yeah, it used to be called that, right?
Yeah.
I
Oh.
think we agreed on glamping.
Yeah, glamping was the word used, definitely.
Are you satisfied?
No,
No.
but that's fine.
Okay, so that is the end of the demo.
It is.
3 islands. You've scored a lot higher than this, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, let's not look at the scoreboard, but it's twice that.
Yes.
So, so you want to play?
I want to play.
Oh, maybe we should take a break and then.
Yeah, we can take a short break and then play.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.